Hello, busy bees. I'm your busy bee budget buddy. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'll be doing a cash stuffing video. Before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to say that this is my own experience that I'm sharing with you and is not meant as advice of any professional sort. You are more than welcome to follow along on my cash stuffing journey. My goal is to inspire you to take control of your own finances, however that looks for your situation. Let's get to the video. Excuse me. For today's cash stuffing, I've already pulled a total of $747 from my paycheck and will be stuffing different amounts into different categories. I'll first be going over which categories are in which binder, the denominations and how I pick them, and finally, the amounts I'll be putting into each one. Let's get started. So, in my olive green binder, let me make some space. In the olive green binder, we have coffee, dining out, groceries, payment, rent, and take to the bank. Take to the bank typically doesn't get used a whole lot until later in the week or the month, whenever those bills tend to be due or when I spend from a certain category. Wow, you can see the black ink from my pen. This is typically taken with me. I use it a lot like a wallet. In the blue binder, we have the months of the year. Actually, before I move on from that, I tend to do different challenges for myself. And each day of that month that I get that, I typically put $1 in to that month's envelope. The red binder has Christmas, date night, gifts, personal care, which is my nail fund, seasonal activities, vacation, and yard. The animal print binder has clothing, electronics, clothing, education, electronics, hair, household, kids, makeup, personal, pets, and shopping. Scoot these so they're a little bit closer. In the purple binder, I no longer have gym. I took that out. I have health. I took out LSA, which is a healthcare fund slash benefit that I had at my last job that I no longer have. That one's removed. I have wellness, which is my Headspace fund. I use that app quite a bit, and I am in no way affiliated with them. I just really like them. We have miscellaneous, which is my Costco membership, subscriptions, which is Canva. I haven't been saving up for that. I do want to eventually get Canva Pro because I really do like it. And entertainment, which is really a YouTube fund. So if I need a new ring light or if I need different supplies like that, that'll go in there. In the green binder, this is going to have car maintenance, oil change, tabs, and utilities, which is my phone bill. In the rose gold binder, there is a credit card bills envelope, which I will eventually be stuffing extra into to help pay off some of my more spendy credit cards. I do have a total of 5 debt envelopes. However, I've temporarily removed them until I can do a bigger, more inclusive portion of my budget and make sure that I actually have my debt correctly in there. And emergency is also in there. So now that we know what binders we have as well as envelopes to choose from for cash stuffing, the denominations is what we're going to be on next. The way I like to pull or to pick my denominations to pull for cash stuffing is I want the fewest amount of bills for that category for cash stuffing. So for example, if I wanted to stuff an amount that is $37.50, I would pull a 20, a 10, a 5, 2 ones, and 2 quarters. This way, over time, as those envelopes get fuller, I can just have the minimum amount of bills to have to condense. This will mean I can condense a little bit less frequently. This will be taking up less space, so I can fit more. Those types of things. I also tend to make different trackers so I know how much is in, or like with the blue binder, how many days I've hit my step goal for that month, which helps me also to see how well I'm doing with my challenges or with saving for something if I need to adjust it. I also do different saving trackers, like for emergency, because we want to make sure that we have money for emergencies because they happen. Plus, this makes it a little bit fun. I also do have things when they get fully funded. I do have some fully funded ones, so that makes it a little bit fun as well. I don't think anything is going to be fully funded at the moment. Maybe something will. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually get to the cash stuffing portion of this video. In the green binder, coffee is going to get nothing. Dining out is getting nothing. Groceries, I've already pulled for. Payment is going to get $360. So we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 360. And before I put that in, I want to make sure that I take care of the budget sheet. So today is actually the 4th of July, so happy 4th, everybody. You won't be seeing this on the 4th of July. I probably won't have this up until next week. Not like this coming Monday, but probably the week after. I think my how-to video will be up first. So let's see. 7-4. They're going to deposit $360, which is a total of $360 in the envelope. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 360. Rent, we will start next week. And take to the bank means nothing. So we are done with that one. This one we are actually not going to start until next week, just to give me a little bit more space to cash stuff like a slightly bigger chunk. However, I have done a couple of days so far, maybe more than that. I need to look at my step tracker because this month is for steps. So Christmas, we aren't going to start just yet. Date night is getting nothing. Gifts is going to get 30. If you see my how-to video, you will know that I like to do birthday gifts. And I have a few birthdays this month that I need to plan and prep for. So we are actually going to be adding in $30, which will give us a total of 30. So 20, 30. As far as denominations go as well, so 20, 30, there are going to be slight exceptions to my rule in terms of picking the smallest amount. And sometimes that is because I will be getting different things from different places, and I want to make sure I tip each one. So I know that I will likely get coffee at one place, so I'm probably going to tip all of that money from there. The other thing is that, like, if I get my nails done, sometimes that cost varies. So I want to make sure that I have enough to cover the cost and a tip. But since that tip isn't always going to be the same depending on what the cost is, because I go by percentage, it's nice to have different denominations. So that way I know that is covered and an appropriate amount tip is also covered. So personal care, aka nails, is going to get $55. But this is one of the ones that is going to get a different denomination amount. So we are doing a 20, 2 10s, 1 5, and 10 ones. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So that should be 55. So 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. This also means that I get to color in some trackers for you guys this week. And it's been a while since I've done that for shorts. Seasonal is going to get nothing for now. We're going to start that later in like a month or so. Vacation is getting nothing, and yard is also getting nothing. Now on to the animal print binder. Clothing is getting nothing. Education is getting nothing. Electronics is getting nothing. Hair is going to get 22, and this one I could have done either into hair or into kids because I am trying to plan for my child's birthday and getting them a haircut. So, wow, it's been a year since I've done this one. Almost a year since I've done anything in this one. So, we are going to deposit. We are adding in $22, which will put us at a total of $22. And the other nice thing is because I use my card a lot of the times and then pay it back, this $22 amount is the amount we've done for my child's haircut the last several times. But this also means that if it's either over or under, I can use the card and then adjust how much needs to come out next time if it happens to be more expensive. Or I can just pay back the amount and have extra left over for the next time. So we're going to do a 10, a 5, and 7 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And again, this could have gone into either category. I just know that specifically we are going to get my child's hair cut. And I want to make sure that that is set aside because we're also going to be saving for his birthday party. So household is getting nothing, but kids is going to get $150. This is one that I am doing also in a different amount other than just $100 and a $50 bill, because there may be different places that I go to that maybe don't take 50s or 100s, and then other places will. So rather than just do the 150 in the smallest amount of bills, I want to make sure I'm prepared for those scenarios. So we are doing 150 for a total of 150. And we are doing a 50. We are doing 4 20s, 3, 4, a 10, and 2 5s. So that should be, we'll do it this way, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 140, 145, 150. And this way too, I can also choose to get another gift for him if I want, or just leave it for party supplies. Really, this could go for anything. And it doesn't have to specifically be for the birthday. It could be something else that he needs, whether it be new shoes, or if my infant needed something, I could get something for the baby. That's really what this is for, is knowing that you have things that your children or child will need. It's ready to go. Makeup is getting nothing. Personal is always going to be off camera for now. Pets is getting nothing, and shopping is also getting nothing. So that's all for the animal print binder. The purple binder, health is going to get nothing for now. Wellness, we don't need to start just yet. Costco, we don't need to start just yet. Canva, we're not starting. I did go ahead and pull $10 for YouTube. So I need to start getting some different supplies, because I don't. Let me know if you like this angle. If you do, I might keep it that way. However, there's some things that I might save up for, like a different ring light or a different camera holder for the ring light. I haven't really decided. I just don't know that I like my setup. It's a little bit weird and funky compared to the other ones that I've had, but the other ones broke. So I'm just trying to figure out what works best. So we are adding in $10, which will be a total of 10. That will be all for the purple binder. Now moving on to the dark green binder. Oh, don't do that. There we go. So maintenance is going to get 25. Let's open that up. I hope that this angle is good. I feel like it's a little bit nicer and easier to see, but just let me know in the comments if it is. So we are depositing $25 for a total of $25. So let's see. We have 25. Oil change is going to get $10. Or no, sorry, oil change is getting 15. Oops, it's the fourth. Deposit 15 for a total of 15. So we have 10, 15. Okay, so now we have card tabs. That is going to get $10 for a total of 10 in that binder. So then we can move on to the next envelope. Utilities, which is my phone bill, is going to get $20. Oh, did I complete that? I did. Okay. Couldn't remember if I did the budget sheet. At least that's what it's called. So that is $20 for a total of 20, because that was recently paid. And this just helps us to start for the saving for the next year, because we pay yearly for our phone bill. So just 20. which means I might, oh no, I don't think I need to adjust my tracker for that. Okay, so now the last binder is going to be the rose gold binder. Right now, credit card bills is getting nothing. I temporarily took out the debt envelopes because I want to do a bigger budget, really see where I'm at with my debts so I can get an accurate amount of debt envelopes in there, as well as what the goal amounts are for all of those. So for a more emergency, I did pull out 50. So let's deposit $50 for a total of 50. And if you guys have been here for a while, you may have noticed there have been times where I've had to pull these amounts entirely and start them over. That happens sometimes. Sometimes bigger emergencies happen and you need things, and that's okay. It's okay if you have to start over and redo your budget. You can't predict everything that life is going to throw at you, unfortunately. So we can't plan for every single thing. And that's why it's really important to be flexible with how you budget, with how you choose what amounts, where you pull from. Sometimes things happen where you need to just completely pull everything and start over because something else was taking a bigger priority. And that's okay. It's all about trial and error, figuring out what works for you and going from there and sticking to it. Being as consistent as possible is going to get your best results. So now I have a total of $747 cash stuffed from my paycheck into the different categories. Some envelopes didn't get stuffed, and those either aren't taking a priority at this time, or those have a different date that I can start those a little bit later. Eventually, we'll get everything all paid and all of that will get prioritized maybe a little bit more. Maybe debts will completely be paid off and I won't have to focus on those at all. And that would be fantastic. I hope that's a goal for everybody so we can just live our best lives. So thank you all for being so patient with me while I was unable to record videos for a while. I really appreciate all of you that are here, whether you've recently subscribed or you've been with me since the beginning. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for being here. That is all for this cash stuffing video. If you liked it and want to follow along, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. If there's someone you feel would get value out of my content, please feel free to share these videos with them as well. I am excited to be sharing my experience with you all. Have a great day and good luck on your own cash stuffing and budgeting journeys. I'll see you next time.